Eintara, you've probably seen dramatic interrogation scenes in movies. Bright lights, intense questioning, someone breaking down and confessing. But here's what most people don't realize. Many of the psychological tactics you see on screen are real. They're not illegal. They're not secret. But they are rarely explained to the public. Law enforcement officers are trained in communication strategy, behavioral analysis, and psychological pressure techniques. Their goal isn't to have a casual conversation. It's to gather evidence. Today, we're breaking down 25 common tactics police may use during traffic stops, questioning, or investigations, and how you can respond calmly and legally. This isn't about being anti-police. It's about being informed. Let's begin. 1. Do you know why I stopped you? This question sounds harmless, but it's strategic. If you respond with, was I speeding? I might have rolled the stop sign. You just admitted a violation. The safest answer? No, officer. Short. Neutral. No volunteering information. 2. The friendly search request. Mind if I take a quick look inside your car? This sounds casual. It's not. If you say yes, you waive Fourth Amendment protections. Officers are not required to tell you that you can refuse. A calm response. I don't consent to any searches. No arguing. No attitude. Just clear refusal. 3. The trunk command tone. Pop the trunk. Sometimes this is phrased like an order, even when it's a request. Unless there's probable cause or a warrant, you can refuse. Stay respectful. I don't consent to a search. 4. Am I being detained? Clarifier. If police approach you outside of a traffic stop and begin asking questions, you have the right to ask, am I being detained or am I free to leave? If you're not detained, you can walk away calmly. Many people don't realize this. 5. The knock at your door. Police may knock and try to start a conversation without a warrant. You are not required to open the door unless they have one. You can speak through the door. Anything they see inside your home can become evidence. 6. Minor violations that escalate. A broken taillight. Expired registration. Seatbelt violation. These small issues can justify a stop and sometimes lead to arrest depending on circumstances. Once arrested, officers can search you and your vehicle. Remain calm. Do not resist. Do not argue. Roadside law. 7. I smell something. Officers may claim they smell marijuana or alcohol. Odor can be used as probable cause in many jurisdictions. Arguing about smell rarely helps in the moment. Instead, stay calm. Do not admit anything. Do not consent to searches. 8. It's illegal to record me in public spaces. You generally have the right to record police performing their duties, as long as you are not interfering. If told to stop filming, remain calm. Do not escalate. Continue documenting if lawful in your jurisdiction. 9. The invitation to clear things up. Why don't you come down to the station and explain? If you go voluntarily, you may not be read your rights. Before agreeing, ask, am I under arrest? Am I free to leave? If you're not required to go, don't. 10. Discouraging you from getting a lawyer. Sometimes officers say, a lawyer will make this harder. If you're innocent, you don't need one. This is psychological pressure. The moment you clearly state, I want a lawyer. Questioning must stop. Be clear. Be direct. 11. Good cop/bad cop. One officer is aggressive. The other is sympathetic. This creates emotional imbalance. The nice officer is not your friend. They are part of the strategy. Stay consistent. I'm exercising my right to remain silent. 12. Long interrogations. Fatigue affects decision-making. The longer questioning continues, the more likely someone is to say something inaccurate just to end it. You have the right to stop questioning and request counsel. Use it. 13. Claiming they have evidence. Officers are legally allowed to mislead you during questioning. They may say, we have your fingerprints. Your friend told us everything. Even if untrue, don't try to explain your way out. Ask for an attorney. 14. Suggesting silence is suspicious, you may hear. Why won't you talk if you're innocent? Silence is a constitutional right. Simply say, I'm exercising my right to remain silent. 15. The help yourself suggestion: if you cooperate, this will go easier. Maybe, maybe not. But verbal promises during interrogation are not binding agreements. Only prosecutors decide charges. 16. Casual conversation after the stop: sometimes after returning documents, an officer keeps chatting. Got any large amounts of cash on you? Anything illegal in the car? The stop may technically be over, but questioning continues. Ask, am I free to go? If yes, leave calmly. 17. The lineup pressure statement: you've already been identified. This may or may not be true. Don't panic. Don't confess to explain. Request legal counsel. 18. Minimization technique: officers may downplay the offense. It's not a big deal. Anyone would have done the same thing. This encourages confession. Remember, minimizing language is still evidence gathering. 19. Repetition fatigue: asking the same question over and over in slightly different ways. The goal: catch inconsistencies. Silence avoids contradictions. 20. Monitoring social media: public posts can be used in investigations. Private messages can sometimes be accessed with warrants. Avoid posting anything that could be misinterpreted. Digital words last forever. 21. Undercover conversations: you may speak freely to someone who later turns out to be cooperating with law enforcement. Casual admissions can become evidence. Be mindful of what you share. 22. Sting operations: police may pose as buyers, sellers, or participants. If someone pushes you repeatedly toward illegal behavior, walk away. Entrapment defenses are complex and rare. 23. Elaborate trust-building operations: in some investigations, officers build long-term relationships to gain trust. They may create fictional scenarios or criminal networks. If something feels staged or manipulative, step back. 24. Memory reconstruction: questioning witnesses are often asked open-ended questions to trigger memory recall. While effective, memory is imperfect. If you are a witness, stick strictly to what you are certain about. Avoid guessing. 25. Body language interpretation: officers are trained to observe eye movement, posture, tone changes, but nervousness does not equal guilt. Control what you can. Breathe slowly, keep hands visible, speak clearly. Calm behavior prevents misinterpretation. Final thoughts: here's the most important thing to understand. Most police tactics rely on conversation. Words create evidence. Silence limits it. This doesn't mean being rude. It doesn't mean resisting. It doesn't mean escalating. It means stay calm, be respectful, assert your rights clearly, ask for a lawyer when necessary, don't volunteer information. Knowledge is not anti-law enforcement. It's self-protection. When you understand how questioning works, you reduce the chance of panic-driven mistakes. Because in high-pressure situations, preparation beats fear. Stay informed. Stay composed. Protect your rights. And I'll see you in the next one.